So, good day everyone. Today we are moving into trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities. What's the idea about this topic? It involves the formulas and proving that you may need and you will need. Don't let me use the word me. You will need it when you will later get into what differentiation and integration. Okay, so you have to pay full attention to this particular topic. Okay, now I want to start by proving out three formulas for you, in which you will later be using when you are solving questions on differentiation or integration. Okay, so I'm using this what right angle triangle. Okay, right angle triangle. This one is my A, B, and C. So I can say A here. It can also be here my small a, my small c, and my small b. So according to this triangle, I'm using what Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. I can say that my a square plus b square is equal to what? C square. Okay. Hypotenuse, which is the what longest side, is equal to opposite plus what adjacent. Okay, I want to make something out of this equation. So we say divide through by c square. So you can now say a square over what c square is plus b square over what c square is equal to what, to 1. So what's the main idea about this thing? This thing can be simplified further, saying that my what a over c all squared, right, plus b over c all squared is equal to what, 1. So what's my what a over c? What's my b over c? Okay, from this equation now, you understand? Okay, let me put my angle here, right? From this equation now, I want to get a over c. Do you understand? A over c. So my a over c is what? Cos. You understand? Okay, if my angle is here, my a over c will be what? Sine. But now I'm using what? This one and my angle to be here. It means my a over c is what? Cos square theta. Since a over c is cos theta, it means cos square theta, because there is square up here. Plus, what's my b over c is what? Sine square theta, because b over c is what? Sine theta, and because of this what square, you square it, that will give you what? Sine square theta is equal to 1. So sine square theta plus what? Cos square theta is equal to what? 1. All right, so this is the what first equation that we have. Okay, this is the what first equation. How will we now get what the other two? To get the second one, divide through by what? Sine square theta. So you have what? 1 plus what? Cos square theta over what? Sine square theta is equal to what? Is equal to 1 over what? Cos square theta. Okay, and then 1 plus this one will now give us 1 plus what? Cos over sine. It will give us what? That will give us cot square theta is equal to 1 over cos square theta will give us what? Sec. Okay, cosec. 1 over sine. Sorry, this one is sine. Sine square. So it will give us what? Cosec square what? Theta. Okay, cosec square theta. So I can now say that 1 plus what? Cos square theta is equal to what? Cosec square theta. That's what equation 2. To now get the what? The third one, you still divide through by cos square theta. So you can now see that what? Sine square theta, you are using what? Equation 1. You are using equation 1. So sine square what? Theta over cos square theta plus 1 is equal to what? 1 over what? Cos square theta. So So this one will give us what? Tan square theta plus 1 is equal to what? This one will give us sec square what? Theta. You understand? So you can manipulate around this what? This equation. You can find your sec square theta minus tan square theta, which will give you what? 1. So you can manipulate anything around A. So that's the what? First 3 equation that you have to know. Okay. So you should also know that sec theta is equal to what? 1 over what? Cos theta. Cosec theta is equal to what? 1 over what? Sin theta. Okay. Cot theta is equal to cos theta over what? Sin theta. And tan theta is equal to what? Sin theta over what? Cos theta. So you should know the difference between the two, and don't mistake them for what? For each other, please. So you have to note everything. So among these folders, what I use here, I'm dealing with sin theta over cos theta, and that was what? Tan. Now, I wrote tan theta. So it means that if you have square in this one, these two will definitely what? Take square. And if you have tan 4 theta, it will be what? Sin 4 theta over cos 4 theta. It depends on what is here. That's all this one will take. If you have cosec square theta, it will be 1 over sin square theta. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you have to note everything like that. Okay. Now another one is that we have to look into the what? Addition formula. Okay. We have many different addition formula, but I will only talk about the what? Important one. We have sin A plus B. Sin A plus B is the same thing as sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. Okay, we have, okay, let me be doing it like this: sin A plus B plus or minus A. So it's the same thing as plus or minus. It means sin A plus B is the same thing as sin A cos B plus sin A minus B will be sin what? A cos B minus cos A sin B. Okay, and for our cos now, cos A plus or minus B, it will be what? Cos A cos B minus plus sin A sin B. What did I mean by this? It means cos A plus B is the same thing as cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. We also have tan 2. Tan what? A plus B. Tan A plus B will give us what? Tan A. Okay, tan A plus or minus B. Okay, tan plus or minus tan A plus or minus tan B over 1 minus plus tan what? A tan B. Hope you get. It means that tan A plus B is the same thing as what? Tan A plus tan B over 1 minus, see at the top, 1 minus tan A tan B. So you have to note all these things. Okay. And also we also have the what? Multiple formula. We have double angle formula. Okay, double angle formula. How will you do this one? The first one I would like to say is sine 2x, which is equal to what? 2 sine x cos x. How will you prove this one? That sine 2x is equal to this. Okay, how will you prove it out? Sine 2x can be interpreted as what? Sine x plus x. And this one look like what? This formula. Okay, now you can say that sine, which is equal to what? Using the what? using the addition formula of sine A plus B, which is equal to sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So this is your what A and this is your B. So sine x plus x will now be what? Sine x cos x plus cos x sine x. So I can interpret this one to be what? Sine x cos x plus sine x cos x. So which will now be what? 2 sine x cos what? X. So that's how sine 2x will always give us what? 2 sine x cos what? X. Hope you get. So we also have cos 2x. How will you prove cos 2x? So cos 2x can also be interpreted as what? Cos what? X plus x. And you remember that cos x plus x, that is whenever you have cos A plus B, something of this type, you will use the formula what? Cos A cos B minus, not plus, minus sine A sine B. Okay, so our A now is x. It will now be cos x minus what? Sine x sine x, which will now be what? Cos square x minus what? Sine square x. It means cos 2x is equal to what? Cos square x minus sine square x. Okay, now cos square x minus sine square x, I can interpret this cos square x to be what? Since sine square x plus cos square x is equal to 1, I can say my what? Sine square x is equal to what? 1 minus what? Cos square x. Substituting it into this one, cos 2x will now be what? 1 minus cos square x. Abi? Okay, we are substituting for what? Sine. Okay, so it will now be what? Cos square x minus 1 minus cos square what? X. So cos 2x will now be what? 2 cos square x minus 1. Okay, the same thing applicable. You can interpret cos square x to be equal to what? 1 minus what? Sine square x. So you will just have to what? Substitute. It will now be what? Cos 2x is equal to, substituting into this equation, will now be what? 1 minus sine square x minus what? Sine square x. You understand? So it will now be what? 1 minus 2 sine square x. Okay, so the three formula to solve for what? Cos 2x is equal to what? Cos square x minus what? Sine square x. 2 cos square x minus 1. 1 minus 2 sine square x. So that's the what? Three formula that you can use to what? Find cos 2x. So this is it. Okay, so the next one is tan 2a. How will you prove this one? Tan 2a can be simplified as what? Tan what? A plus what? A. And you remember that tan A plus B is equal to what? Tan A plus tan B, right? Over 1 minus tan A tan B. Since this is your A and this is your B, okay, you can now say that tan what? A plus tan A, right? Over 1 minus tan A tan A. So it will now be what? 2 tan A, okay, over 1 minus tan square A. Okay, that's for the what? For tan. This is it. So it means that whenever you are solving for tan 2a, it may be proving of trigonometric identities. So you will use 2 tan a over what? 1 minus tan square a. And cos 2a or cos 2x, it can be any variable, can be expressed in three different forms. This is the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Okay, so that's it. Another one I would like to solve is what? Triple angle, and that in form of what? 3 sine x, which can be expressed as what? Sine what? 2x plus what? X. Okay, so how will you prove this one? Okay, this is your what? A and B. You should remember the what? The addition formula for sine, which is what? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine what? Sine B. Your A is 2x and your B is x. So it means what? Sine what? 2x cos x plus your cos A is what? Cos 2x sine x. Okay. Now, how will you solve this one? You should remember that sine 2x is what? 2 sine x cos x. So you substitute it like that. 2 sine x cos x. Everything multiplied by what? Cos. Okay. Now, and your cos 2x is what? Because this one is sine, so you replace it with the one of sine, and this is it. 1 minus 2 sine square x. Okay, so cos 2x is what? 1 minus what? 2 sine square x. X sine x. This sine x. Okay, now what do you have to do? You have to simplify. This one will give you what? 2 sine x cos square x, right? Plus, and open these brackets, you get what? Sine x minus what? 2 sine cube x. Okay, but this one can also be expressed as something. If you remember that your what? Your sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So your cos square theta will be what? 1 minus what? Sine square theta. Okay, so I can now say here that 2 sine x into what? 1 minus what? Sine square x plus sine x minus 2 sine cube x. Okay, opening these brackets, you get what? 2 sine x minus 2 sine cube x plus sine x, okay, minus 2 sine cube x. Now you can collect the like term, right? Because this one and this one are like, this one are like. So this one plus this one will give you what? 3 sine x minus what? 4 sine cube x. So that's the what? Final solution for what? Sine 3x. Okay, and to also prove that one for what? Cos 3x too, you still follow the same procedure. 2x plus what? X. Okay, and remember for cos what? A plus B, we give you what? Cos A cos B minus, right, sine A sine B. Okay, you just have to input, so cos 2x cos x minus sine 2x sine x. Okay, so cos 2x will give you what? Since it is cos we are dealing with, you replace it with the what? Cos 1. Okay, this is it. 2 cos square x minus 1. Okay, so you just have to say that 2 cos square x minus 1 into what? Cos x minus, this one can be expressed as what? 2 sine x cos x sine x, this one. So opening the bracket, you get 2 cos cube x minus cos x, right, minus 2 sine square x cos x. But this one is not yet simplified. This one is cube. Okay, it's not yet simplified. So because this one can be expressed in terms of cos, and you will get what? 2 cos what? Cube x minus cos x minus 2, right, into what? 1 minus cos square x cos x. So I can simplify this one by saying that 2 cos square cube x cos cube x minus cos x minus what? 2 cos x, right, plus what? 2 cos cube x. So the final solution for this one, because this one can be added, this one can also be added, so you will get what? 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x. So that's the what? Final solution for what? Cos 3x. Okay, so make sure that you understand this concept very well, because you will need it when you are doing your differentiation, you are solving problems in differentiation, integration, and many aspects of mathematics. Okay,